Hey, what's up, Visionaries? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Anton, and hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because you guys wanted more Journey on the channel. And so we're going to be doing Journey, Don't Stop Believin', this time from the Escape Tour 1981. And yes, I think everybody's heard this song. Believe it or not, though, I've never listened to this song myself. I've never seen any videos for it. And I think I've only kind of heard it on TV. So I'll consider this like 50-50 new. I don't know any of the lyrics, so I'm gonna treat this like a new experience. And I guarantee, like, all I kind of know is the chorus, like, and it's still don't stop, but like, yeah. But I'm guessing a lot of things are gonna jump out. So I'm gonna do it because I love Journey. So I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna check this one out. But anyway, before we get into it, I want to mention to all of you guys that if you have any suggestions for any artists you'd like to see return to the channel, definitely leave them in the Discord. I've created a channel for you guys labeled Returning Artists, so just leave them in there. Also, I want to give a big shout out to the Sports Squad. Thank you guys on the Patreon. Thank you guys so much for doing everything you're doing. It's honestly, yeah, thanks. And yeah, to anyone who doesn't know, that's what funds the entire channel. So if you're looking to help out and support the channel, definitely consider checking out the link to the Sports Squad down below. There's a whole bunch of song quests. That's where all song quests come, and there's a whole bunch of exclusive content if you're interested. And that's it. Links to everything down below, and let's get into Journey. Don't Stop Believin'.
Here's some new Escape music for ya.
Sweet.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
He's so good live.
She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Okay, yeah, I'm recognizing this.
Just a city boy, born and raised right here in Houston.
I know he changed that. In Houston. I like that. Ramping up the tension. It sounds like it's getting louder.
A singer in a smoky room. The smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. You go on and on and on. Come on. Strangers waiting.
Oh, this is a good song.
Looking down the bar, their shadows searching in the night.
Let's do a Steve.
Streetlight people living just about emotion, hiding somewhere in the night.
Great energy. Positive, uplifting.
Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are gonna sing my
right, Journey, Don't Stop Believin'. Man, that but first of all, I do want to make a mention about the actual song structure of the song, because I think it's fantastic. How I think it's like verse 1 pre-chorus, verse 2 pre-chorus, verse 3 pre-chorus, and then I think it's like either verse 4 then chorus. Like the actual, if I remember correctly, the Don't Stop Believin' is only in the last part. And if I'm correct in that, I could be wrong, but if I'm correct in that, it's actually cool how this whole song is like, because this whole song is about, you know, not giving up on your dreams, right? Like continuing, like when life gets hard, when you don't think, you know, especially if you're an entrepreneur or a pioneer in your life, or you have a big dream, if you're kind of starting out having a big dream, I feel like it's so easy to be thrown off your kind of path. It's easy for naysayers to tell you that kind of stuff. And so it's like this song is like, it's kind of plodding along, and then at the very end you get the chorus. It's almost like the chorus symbolizes the making it, the end of the journey. You've got there. It's like you've earned it. It's like, yeah, verse, like, you know, you're plodding along, you're putting in your dues, you're putting in your hours, you're getting some gigs if you're a musician, or you're getting some podcasts if you're in my case. Like when I was first starting out, and I had this kind of hopped up on fake arrogant confidence, because I didn't, in the back of my mind, I knew I would make it, but in the forefront of my mind, I still doubted it. It was still like this crazy dream, right? And so it's like, yeah, plodding along the verses, and you get to the pre-chorus. It's like you get a little taste of success. That was for me, you know, hitting 2,500 subscribers or something, right? Then you go back to plodding along, because life is always this ups and downs. That's like, a lot of people think like life is just like this. No, it's like every time I'd have a big, you know, and this was more at the beginning of the channel. It's different now, I feel, but at the beginning of the channel, every time something good would happen, it would be followed by something kind of anticlimactic or bad. Like I'd get a big podcast, then nobody would answer the podcast for, you know, a couple months, and then I'd get another big one, and then, you know, and it was really difficult in the downs, because I was like, oh, did I just get my thing, and is that it? You know, will I be able to, you know, kind of claim this dream of mine? And I like, if I was listening to this song back last year when I was starting my channel, this would have been my anthem, man. Because there's some songs I had, like one of my anthems was "Finally See" by From Ashes to New. It's a rock song, great song, but it's just pretty much about him telling, I think, if his father or someone in his life that he's close to that just didn't believe in him, was always tearing him down, his dreams down. He's like, you know, someday you'll finally see what's inside of me. And I remember, like, you know, with my father, you know, wanting me to quit YouTube and just kind of get a corporate gig, that was like really hard for me, because I was kind of like, you know, because I've been living with my father for a year now, ever since kind of COVID came in. I moved in with my dad. And yeah, it was tough for 6 months, like having kind of this like energy of like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing YouTube or something, or, you know, you should, you know, doing all this stuff. I'd rather you be a corporate gig. And it was really difficult, like all of that kind of negative energy towards me. And I remember just, that was my anthem. I was like, fuck you, like I'm gonna make it, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna push through. You're not gonna tell me what I can be. And I remember it was difficult, because it's like, it felt like everyone was doubting me. It felt like everybody was, you know, telling me I wasn't going to make it. But I had this burning, me and my mom always believed in me. So me and my mom had this burning kind of passion, like, I'm going to do it. You know, I remember my mom even told me, she's like, once you get to 500,000 subscribers, I'd love to come on your podcast. And I remember I still remember those exact words, because it was like, when you get to 500,000. It wasn't if, it was when. And that just stuck with me. You know, that's why I love my mom so much. Is like, my mom has always kind of been my biggest advocate when no one else was, and got me through the hard times. Just that, her belief in me, and my kind of, in the back of my mind, belief in myself. Because in the forefront, I was scared, I was nervous. You could even see it in the content at first. I almost had not a manic energy, but a super energetic, and it was like I had so much anxiety that it had to be channeled somehow. And so it was channeled in positive energy, excitement. And also there's the excitement of starting a YouTube channel, but there's a lot of fear. And I still, when I think of the energy now, it's really peaceful. There's stresses with YouTube, of course, but I'm actually at the point now where I know I'm making it. It's not a question of will I make it. Now it's so confident in me that I'm like, I'm making it. I don't know when I'm gonna get to 1 million, but it's happening. It's in the process. And I have enough of you, like, when I say, like, thank you to the supporter squad and stuff, like, that's why, like, it means a lot to me, because I know I have, like, a core set of supporters, of community members, you guys, that I don't feel like I'm nobody anymore. I don't feel like I'm, in this black mansion, fumbling my way in the dark, trying to get somebody to care. I know, people care now, and that's such a beautiful thing. It's like family. You guys are like family to me. And for the first time, I'm like, I got this. You know what I mean? Like, 25,000, 27,000 at this point. Like, we're not at 1 million, but we'll get there. It's just a matter of time. Like, 25,000 is crazy. If I actually think about 25,000 people, 27,000, it's insane. It's crazy. It's an incredible thing, and I'm super proud of it. You know what I mean? It's like, cool. I have proven to myself I have what it takes to build something. Now it's just about continuing it. You know what I mean? And yeah, this song resonates with me very deeply because of that. It's about one of the members. He said in an interview, he was in Hollywood. He was thinking of quitting Hollywood, and his dad's like, "No, you have a vision. We have a vision." It's like, I named this company Arc Vision, right? Vision. Vision is so strong for me. Having a vision of my life, of my kids and my partner and my family and the work I do and the lives I touch, and all the things I'm going to do with my life. Like, I have a vision. I don't know what parts of those will come true, because I think, at the end of the day, the universe has a greater plan in mind than what I can even formulate. But, yeah, I'm learning to let go of a bit of fear, because fear has been with me this entire process, for sure. It's, robbed me of some joy, for sure. Some joy of actually enjoying what I've got so far. And I think being so focused on the future has robbed me of, how far I've come. It's almost, when I got to 25K, it wasn't a surprise, because I knew I would get there. And I'd like to get back, in some respect, to the childish joy I had hitting 500. I was more ecstatic hitting 500 than hitting 25,000. And I think, part of that is sure confidence and understanding you're going to get there, but there is a beautiful thing about plodding around in the dark. I would like to get to the point where I'm plodding around in the dark, but I know where my North Star is, where I have faith I'll get there. But I don't know how. I'd like to surrender some control again, because I feel like I've told you guys this before, I feel like I've got this down to a science. How the requests work, how the support squad works, how the suggestions work, what I'm doing every week, and I've got it down to a science, which is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it sucked back in the day of not knowing what I was doing every week and recording like every single day maniacally, and if anything got blocked, freaking out. Like, there's so much fear. And anyone who's starting a reaction channel, hit me up. I can help you, because there's so many fears and anxieties I had starting out that there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot. And if I could save anybody from that, and not all of it, because I think it's important to have some anxieties. It's important to be scared shitless every once in a while to know what that feels like, and why it's so important to have a structure, so that you're not just living in chaos. I think that nothing changes until it gets so unbearable that you have to change. I think that's a fundamental thing of life. That's why suffering is important, because suffering teaches you what you never want to experience again, and why you need to stay disciplined, why you need to stay content, why you need to stay grateful. Because, numbness and apathy, it's pretty hellish. So anyway, what are your top 3 favorite Journey songs? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. And also definitely leave a comment. Really helps as well. And if you're looking to support the channel, help out or whatever, links to the Support Squad are down below, and donations via PayPal if you're interested. And that's it. So I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.